the Synod. I remember the mages of Cyrodiil. They had little advice in the way of gaining immortality, but did not take kindly to the methods I used to verify that information. One of their agents may have been the man responsible for leaving me half dead just outside of Riften. But hopefully none of the actual Synod members here were part of those immediate proceedings. But it is highly suspicious that they have other groups currently active in Skyrim, very short time after which I was left for dead. We'll see how many of them are left alive. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Setharoth, and today we are diving into a lovely Dwemer ruin in search of the Staff of Magnus. We'll be taking on some Synod mages, well, the people or things that killed a bunch of Synod mages, and it's going to be a good run. Actually, I think it's the most difficult dungeon I've tried with the current number of corpses at my disposal. So it'll be interesting to see how well my army fares against some pretty high-powered FALMER and Dwemer. Oop.
Crystal.
There you are.
Find Paratus in oculory.
6 words and dead. That is, what would your last 6 words be? Mine would probably tell my wife I love her. Those would probably be mine. Alright, have my staff, have my death cloud, have my make way spell. We should be good. Game on. Alrighty, so my main threat is actually the traps, given that I have a mod that makes them absolutely lethal. Actually, I might have more trouble with the Dwemer tech as well. Oh! So, I timed that save very well. I would like to say, I'm very, very pleased with where I put that timing. Okay, so that was a pressure plate. This is going to be a hat. There it is. Okay, that is the subliminal trap mod that makes that trap more subliminal and not so obvious. So we're going to pop that whirlwind sprint, and there we go. Alright, so that unfortunately means my Skelly is going to have some problems, and I get to find out if my death cloud works on Dwemer. That does not look like it. Okay, this could be more interesting. I mean, my disease magic works on just about everything. I don't think it works on vampires, however, and I'm pretty sure it does not work on... Oh no, it does not work on Dwarven Skeevers. Okay, so we have a couple of options. Either I can spend my time on... switch to a spell a spell school I'm not building much in, like Destruction, or just trust that my conjurations are going to be tough enough to get me through this. I suppose if I used enough like Unrelenting Force to do some crowd control, then that would at least give me something to do, because the disease magic didn't do much. Oh geez, it killed my Deadeye Captain though. I forgot that my other ones are not as immune. My other conjurations are not as immune as my animated skellies. And my assembled ones, let's just, yeah, avoid those spikes. And okay, let's give him something else to chew on. Go to town, boys. I feel like my fire skeletal mages are 2 or 3 times more active than my other summons. It always seems like there's the big fireball coming down over my shoulder. Alright, got Circlet of Minor Destruction. That would be good for virtually any other magic playthrough. But not so useful here. I did get the Magicka boost from Avros, though. That Circlet helps more than I expected. Alright, what else we got to worry about here? Any traps? No, probably just another spider or 2. My spidey senses are correct. Oh wow, that's a lot of firepower. Okay. It's gonna be... Oh. Okay, I did not expect my captain to go to a knee. That's usually the animation my skellies use when they have 0 health left. Alright, where are we at now? Okay, I think we're getting into the FALMER territory now, so at least I can use my destruction, or my disease magic a bit more. Not really planning on doing a lot of mining. That's not really my thing. Oh, geez. Okay, let's just dance a little bit. Yep, that's what I thought. No poison for me, thank you. I am not running a werewolf or vampire, so poison is actually a legitimate threat for me. I will take the meat and the charis, though. What else we got here? Synod Researcher. Very poor, under-financed Synod Researcher. Makes you wonder who had all the money. Here's your dagger. If you're under attack, hopefully your spells are good, because the rest of your gear is not. Might as well take the carrot. Eventually you need food, circlet, potion. We're good. Moving on after a nice little save, because, you know, life happens. Whoa, jeez. Oh, jeez. Falling rocks. Whoo. Whoo. Okay, well, I'm glad I was sprinting. I killed all of my... Oh, jeez. I'm under attack. Okay. Wow. Whoo. That was surprising. That was funny. I like changed position just to get a better look at my guys, and then that Charis's poison attack just missed me. That could have been a Hollywood scene, right? Oh geez, wrong button. Sorry. I was trying to make way for my lord, and you guys did not make way. Shoving. Shoving now. Really gonna make me switch. I was hoping to get some, when I use my shouts, I unlocked a perk so that your shouts actually give you speechcraft experience, which is really nice, but unfortunately when you have this many skeletons, it just is so much more convenient to have the make way for our lord power already, you know, locked and loaded. It helps so much. Let me just load up a bit more. Or is that already full? No. What am I missing here? Come on. Oh, is it already fully loaded? I guess so. Alright. Moving on. Let's see. I switch something around? I feel like I switched something around. Yeah, I need my death cloud. Alright. Give me some FALMER. Give me something I can rot apart like the ever-loving necromancer that I am. Denied. Alright, you can chew on a dead-eye captain. And my brats, which won't do much. Guys, where are the rest of you? Man, Edie goes way in the back. He took the rear guard position. Sorry, Neo, I missed that part of your conversation. Let's get a nice little jug of fresh milk. You can actually, if you find it unimmersive that the milk is still fresh after it's been in my inventory for a week, there is a setting in the MCM for I need that allows you to set food to spoil and go bad. So you do have to actually take active stock of what you're carrying and make sure that your food and water is stocked up, because it will actually rot and then no longer be usable. And if you set the difficulty even higher, eating the unusable stuff will make you sick. So that's another way to heighten the difficulty. I've never taken it that far though, because that level of deep immersion, I just haven't found the right playthrough style to really make that work for me. You know, I'm sure I'll find something eventually. Maybe now that I've done the Triumvirate mods, maybe I'll try out another Necromancer playthrough. Although the shapeshifting I did for my first Necromancer playthrough was pretty fun. If you haven't seen those, they had a lot of different forms that you could take. Oh, hello. Let me just get out of your way. Oh yeah, they're doing fine. It's pretty cool. Like the skeevers, when you get them at low level, they're obviously helpful because they can do quite a bit of damage when you're only like level 1 and everything else is level 2. But even at higher levels, particularly if you're up against, like, you remember those giants that I have that are modded to do an insane amount of damage? Even the time that it takes for them to get off 3 attacks gives me a good, like, 5 to 10 seconds to wail on them with everything I got. It's surprisingly helpful having those skeevers pop out. Oh, wow, yeah, Inigo's got the right idea. I'm not going to walk around and ask for directions, just going to drop down and take what I need. Thank you very much. Alright, hopefully this isn't too... Alright, adept. Yeah, we should be good there. Alrighty. Nope. Okay, so I usually do thirds. Middle third, left third, right third. Nope. No dice there. Try on the right side. Nope. Nope. Oh. Oh. Ah, there we go. Alright. Who needs a bunch of lockpicking perks? I do just fine with my 16 lockpicking and endless patience. Oh, my skeletons are super slow. They're like, hey, we just got here. Wait, we turning around now? Where are we going now? It took us a while just to find you. You went down a hole. Technically, they have no brain, right? So that makes it a little harder for them to figure out where you're going. Oh, this one, yeah, this one's tricky. You got to try and stay up top if you can. Oh, geez, are my little minions going to push me off to the side? Of course they will. Oh, wow, that created a lot more chaos than I expected. My minions are getting pushed into the hole, and I can't hurt them with my magic. I'm sorry, Junior. You're on your own. Oh, Inigo's got your back. Okay. All right. At this point, I'm just wondering how many of my buddies are going to get past these like pressures. Okay. Well, sometimes the skeletons at least will spawn in behind you if you get far enough away. I can't vouch for Inigo though. If he has bad luck, he's going to be stuck in that hole for a while. Finally, FALMER. I've been needing something I can hurt with my spells. Whoa. Okay. Well, that was somewhat terrifying. It's like, skeletons! I didn't order you. Where'd you come from? Alright, let's see if there's anything useful in here. Oh, I can always use some elven gauntlets, gold, gem, tribunal, and Envelini mask. These are great for enchanting, and they look really creepy. So, that's actually from the Immersive Armors mod, which is really, it gives you a lot of variety, but you do run the risk of becoming an overpowered enchanter, simply because you suddenly have twice as many equipment slots that you can enchant. So if you do use the Immersive Armor mod, I recommend you enchant judiciously. You know, if you totally go overboard and fully enchant your guy to have like 150 magic resist and whatnot, the game will just get super easy. If you combine it with the Summer Mist mod, which adds in a whole bunch of new enchantments, there's some pretty fun stuff you can add to your character that doesn't necessarily break anything. For example, there's one that's just great for a vampire playthrough. There we go. I can finally hurt them with my magic. Yes! This is how a Necromancer raises his restoration skill. I give you leprosy and then watch the meat fall off your bones. Oh, ooh, anything fancy up here? No, nothing fancy, nothing expensive. That's too bad. Oh, is this just a circle? Dead end? I think so. Okay, all right. Out of my way, peoples. Ooh, something fell. Okay. Apparently no one died, so we must be all right. Moving on. Okay. Ooh, yes. FALMER. Hehe. Disease magic is great. I do like the... So the thing with the disease magic is it gives you... Because it's not elemental in nature, a lot of the standard monsters will have resistance to electricity or fire or frost, but they won't have resistance to healing magic. Or most of them don't have resistance to disease. So, oh, I'm getting confused here. So this is disease magic. You can also get a perk called False Life in the Ordinator skill tree that will make some tweaks so that your healing magic can actually hurt targets. So if you use Heal Ether on a target, it will actually hurt them. And if you use that, you can actually bypass most resistances because the game engine isn't built to handle healing damage, healing spells as damage. So if you're doing a high-level modded playthrough, that is one way that you can circumvent the difficulty, because you can use a type of damage that most monsters aren't prepared to fight against. But if you use disease magic, it is a little more... It is balanced in the sense that it does damage over time, so you still have to live long enough for the spell to actually do the killing, which I do like. But also, there are some undead, like vampires, that at least the poison magic they're immune to. I haven't met any vampires in this playthrough upon which to test Death Cloud, but we will try that out later as well to see if that even works on them. I don't think it will, because at least when you play as a vampire, you have 100% disease resistance, which means all of my necromantic abilities would be useless against them, which again gives him good motivation to do undeath and then become, you know, a lich, because he's trying to find a way to counter these other creatures that his regular magic cannot hurt. On that happy note, let's dive down. I should probably save first. That would be good. Saving regularly is very good, especially if you're doing a modded playthrough, because stuff can just blow up in your face unusually quickly. Speaking of, oh geez, yeah, that's not good. Alright, go forth, my rats. What's that little rat doing over there?
It's harder than achieving death, especially when we are around.
I love his little comments. He has over 5,000 lines of custom dialogue, so there's never a dull moment with Ichigo and his comments. I appreciate it. A lot of times I have used some follower mods that were absolutely beautiful works of art, but they just like copied the voice of Lydia, for example. And you're just like, oh, you're just a replication, right? It made it harder to fall in love with the character. Oh geez, let me just get a little more distance here, let my skeletons do their work. Alright, okay. Yeah, that thing was half dead while I was just blathering away. Can I get off one more spell? Maybe? I don't think I can get over him without hurting my friends. It's Inigo that I'm more worried about. Alright, let's just speed this up. The Chorus is almost dead, so as long as Ichigo isn't standing... Oh! Alright, he's good. Sorry, Inigo, not Ichigo. Although, you know, Bleach is not bad. That is not a bad anime. It just goes on and on and on and on. Alright, we've got our FALMER ears. That's our ideal proof that we've been here. Might as well just switch to a candlelight spell for now. I don't think when you're a vampire, obviously you get like the night eye spell so that you can see in the dark. I don't think there's an equivalent ability when you become a lich. I don't think it gives you some form of night vision. Oh, someone's getting hungry. Let's just grab a couple carrots. Good for the eyesight, right? I must be tired. It's late. When you eat food, it gives you a note saying you are well sated. And I misread it, and I thought it said something else. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, hello, Mr. FALMER. You are going to... Oh, that is a healing spell, because I forgot what I did. Alright, Death Cloud on 2 targets. Yep, hits them both. Very good. Oh, there's my skeletons. The cavalry has arrived. See, once again, those skeevers are turning out more useful than I expected. Even just delaying these things long enough for my skeletons to show up was quite helpful. Because I am still a squishy mage, and I cannot take them and their entire clan by myself. Do find another Synod researcher here. Very poor funding by any account. Oh, I thought that was a case at some point. It was not. It was a fence. No hidden treasures behind the fence. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh, of course. Yes, Chorus poisoning. What a way to go. Ow, and biting. Okay, that's a problem. We're leveling up. I don't feel like dying right here. Thank you very much. Ooh, how close are we? 21, 22. Ooh, okay. We are 9 levels away from finally being able to do the undeath walkthrough. That will be fun. That will be really useful too, because I've done it twice now. Once as a protagonist, trying to stop the Necromancers, and then once as a Necromancer trying to supplant them. So I can do a full walkthrough and give you guys a comprehensive guide, because it is a little confusing in that it's not like your standard quest where you're just given objective A's, B, and C. It is the type of quest where you have to read through all of the lore and study the journals and the books that are left behind, and it can be pretty tricky. Like, if you do it wrong, you just die. So you do have to be careful, and I will have that walkthrough ready once my character reaches the illustrious level of 30. Let's see if we can just... Got a little bit... No, almost there. Come on, baby. 1, 2, no. Oh, come on. I know we're close. Ah! I guess expert locks are a little trickier when you only have 18 lockpicking. But then again, this is not my character's forte at all. So it is fair that I do like that. I think it's called the Character Creation Overhaul, I believe. And basically it sets it up so that when you specialize in something, you're better at it than you would be in vanilla. But the downside is that the stuff you don't specialize in, you are much worse at it. than you would be in vanilla. And apparently now I'm going to have to shut up and focus because I am cooking through lockpicks. Oh, I only have 22 lockpicks. I keep forgetting that I'm not on my main that has like 99 lockpicks. He always has 99 lockpicks, even if I get stuck behind a master door. Oh, jeez. Ah. Okay, come on. Come on, my friends. This is the leap of faith right here. The only cliff involved is the space between this thing's teeth as it's trying to eat me. Ah, okay. That worked out fairly well. Okay. Nobody died. Nobody died. Specifically not me. I'm going to have to hunt down some bandits to get some lockpicks or just start visiting every vendor in Skyrim. Or join the Thieves Guild, but again, my skills are not designed for that kind of a playthrough at all. But lockpick up to level 20 at least puts me a little bit closer to level 22. What else we got here? Okay, this should be... Oh, here we go. Merry Christmas! And there we go. Tagged them both. Let's let that damage over time do its work. Right when you get to me, you die. That is how a disease type Necromancer would play, right? I'm not going to kill you outright. I'm going to give you just enough sickness so that by the time you get to me and lift your blade, you collapse dead. That is how I would roll if I was a sadistic Necromancer, for sure. I feel like I died here at one point. Yep. Okay, I may have run this quest one too many times in vanilla Skyrim because I can go up to a door and think like, wait, deja vu. I remember dying horribly before. There we go. Okay. Oh, yes, and of course there's a chorus in there. All right, disease magic for your face. Go forth, my friends. Deal with this thing so I don't have to. All right. We have many expendables. Maybe I need to adjust the audio a little bit. I'm having a hard time listening to Inigo's comments, but usually they are pretty good wisecracks. So, I wonder if I could fix that really quick. Let's see. Oh, no, not display. We want audio. I want voice. NPC footsteps. No. No, voice is already maxed. Master is maxed. Everything else is pretty low. Huh. Maybe I'll just have to raise the overall volume next time I play. Alright. Oh, jeez. The physics of this are kind of funny. Sometimes you walk past something and it just goes flying. Alrighty. Do I have my skellies next? They coming? Yep, they're good. Alright. We've still got my Necromancer horde. And away we go. I do wonder how they're going to handle this last fight, because the last one I think is like four different FALMER, and one of them has like an area of effect destruction spell, so it'll be interesting to see how they do. Let's just relax back here for a little bit. Oh, good, of course, yes, Charis. Of course it'd be a Charis. I feel like I'm just getting poisoned a lot. Someone has a sense of humor, right? Oh look, it's a Necromancer. Let's poison him before he turns into a Lich that can't be poisoned at all. On the subject of Necromancers, I do some D&D campaigns on the side, and my group has requested a challenging one-shot, so I'm actually taking the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood world and homebrewing it into a D&D campaign, and then subjecting my friends to all of the monsters from Full Metal Alchemist. So I will let you know how that goes next week if it turns out particularly well. I think just throwing down some disease magic to soften them up actually worked out really good. Team seems to be performing quite admirably. Let's see, we got any other bodies for me to loot? Loot. FALMER, that's the cheapie. The one we really want is his boss, wherever his body ended up. Come on, there were 3. I'll take the chest too. Adric Blast, that sounds interesting. Magic damage equal to 10 plus 2 times the number of mods you have installed. That is so funny. They made a spell that is mod aware. The more mods you have installed, the more damage it does. I love it. Gloom Looker. Oh, I got a focusing crystal. Yeah, I think that's what you need for the quest. Perfect. Okay, so that should be... I think the last thing we need is actually down here. I think there's some kind of a key. I don't think it's just the focusing crystal, but I could be mistaken. But if not, I would want to go down and loot this thing anyway, because that is just how I roll. But it is a long walk, so let's speed it up a little bit. I'm sure my skellies can just teleport to me when they feel like it. Inigo will just have to get in some extra cardio. I don't think there's any traps along the way. No. Okay, couple of dead FALMER. That's not ominous at all. Ah. Ooh, hi. Yeah, I know it won't hurt him, but it makes me feel better to know I can hit him. Oh, geez, my fire mages are doing it, though. I'm so proud of my little mob. Always wanted to raise a family. At least the kind that takes orders, fights till they drops, and can be reassembled whenever needed. Thank goodness corporate America hasn't figured that out, or they'll just start 3D printing people. Alright, gold. There we go. Observatory key. I had a feeling I would have to do that. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here of value to a mage. Oh, except for the scroll of chain lightning. I'm glad I stopped to look. Alright, make way. I think that is it for the combat-oriented portion of this quest. Then we've just got to make a deal with a Synod mage who's very suspicious. And do a little tweak and spin on the dial and get what we need. Although I think there might be one more item here I can loot, if I'm not mistaken. Jeez. They do teleport right on top of you. Alright, moving on. And yep, there we go. Unlock the door, do some running. If you're doing a mod called Genesis that spawns in monsters randomly, you are warned this is a difficult quest because it can actually spawn monsters on the other side of this locked door, and the NPC on the other side of the door doesn't have any help and is trying to fight them all himself.
Gavros, is that you?
Sure.
I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door.
I could be named Gavros for about 3 seconds.
What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros?
I came here looking for the Synod.
And just why would you be doing that? Oh, it doesn't matter now. Gavros is never coming back. And he was supposed to have the crystal. Without that, we're lost. It's all been for nothing. So congratulations, whoever you are. You found the Synod. Just me, alone. Surrounded by angry machines and angrier FALMER.
Well, they're all dead now, so you should be good. What's this about a crystal?
It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable FALMER.
I happen to have found a focusing crystal. Is this what you were looking for?
You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway?
I love that he was initially really worried about Gavros, who was sent with the crystal, but as soon as I show up with the crystal, like, he doesn't even think about Gavros. It's like, you've saved my project! It's like, sure!
You are you? Sabos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I could overlook the past for now.
That would be wise.
Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter
Please
what
do.
Gavros said, this was my idea
And
first.
don't pay any attention to me looting the supplies of your friends on my way past. If you have anything.
I don't know what
Although it is funny that this stuff is not flagged as stolen. I guess he must be really grateful about my whole saving his life.
This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect
The following features on Skyrim, you have to stay like right behind the NPC, right in their path, or they'll stop. So you can't really wander away and do other stuff, or they'll just stop and not get to the next checkpoint. Then you have to walk all the way back and escort them like the little child they are. Or in this case, this guy's bordering on mad scientist. Their whole organization, it's like, oh, we gotta take the crystal back and refocus it. So the rest of you can stay here and, fight to the death. It'll be fine. And he gets back with the crystal and dies. Although now that I think about it, Gavros died at the entrance. I don't remember any FALMER or anything being in there with him.
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it?
It is pretty.
Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again.
I
Now
bet.
I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Okay, let's see. I've done this twice before. I've done this a couple of times. Twice recently because I like mage playthroughs. But I'm going to probably have to try something else in my next playthrough just to keep things from getting too redundant. Alright, and abracadabra. Keep the skeletons out of my way. Alright, so I think in this one you got 2 steps. The first is fire and ice. Right? I think you got 2. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Do with my ebony bow. I won't use it.
Oh no. Ichigo's asking for his bow back. I'm sorry, Inigo. I had to take that back because you were doing so much damage. The rest of us felt like we weren't measuring up. I feel like this isn't quite... No, is that all I gotta do? No. Like, I know that I need to turn these dials so that the energy lines up. The light sources, but I feel like it's pointing in the wrong direction. Like something's got to be adjusted. And I thought if I was close enough... Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, it's got some heat going. Oh, is that as far as it'll go? Okay, I don't think... I was hoping Hailstorm would... There we go. Okay, alright. Usually I have the Frostbite spell when I do this part of the quest line. But I'm glad Hailstorm... It should work. Come on. Oh, come on. You worked before. Why are you being all fidgety? Do I just need to tickle it a little bit? No, come on. Stop. Too far. I think. Well, no, maybe it'll work. We'll give it a shot. You just gotta line up the sensors. Alright, skeletons. Skeletons getting in my way more than I anticipated. Alright. I know that's not exactly right, but will that count? Not even close. Lovely. Okay, so, well, that said, we're going to have to... You know what? I'm going to do a little magic and get myself the Frostbite spell. Forgive me for using my console magic. It's a very basic spell. It's not expensive. You can find it anywhere. I just didn't think to have it prepared. And hopefully that won't happen again, because that's the most you'll need it. There we go. Okay, for some reason Hailstone wasn't triggering that second adjustment. Let's see. So if we tickle that one more time, where do we go after that? Ooh, I think that... There we go. Okay, now we're in business. Alright, so... Yeah, if you try that with other ice spells, good luck, because apparently it works a lot easier with Frostbite over other stuff. Okay, let's get these up. Alright, Inigo, you gotta move, buddy. I know what I'm doing here. I can make the skeletons vanish, but apparently you're a little more stubborn. Here we go, we're smashing all the buttons we can find. Ooh, we're close. I think we need one more. Yeah, okay, so that just leaves the other side. Move! Alright. It's funny how the quest marker is still marked on the middle button, even though that one's already in place. Like, if you didn't understand the full scope of how you need to move everything around, you would be very misinformed and highly frustrated. I do wish there was a way to turn this back, because if you miss by one, you gotta keep going all the way around the horn again. Had a bad experience on a merry-go-round that went like that. I tumbled off of one side just barely. Brought my head up and got kicked by about a half a dozen shoes that were sticking out of it on the other side. Alright.
projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work?
He is so egotistical.
What is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You show up here just as our work nears completion, and now I can't get any results from this because of something at your college. Do you think me a fool? Do you think I'm too stupid to make the connection? You've ruined my work. How did you do it?
I truly have no idea what you're talking
Either
about.
you're lying to me, or you have something at your college, don't you?
Oh,
Something
crap.
immensely powerful, beyond anything
No.
I've anticipated.
Of
What
course
is it?
not. I'm not going to answer
So you
that.
do have something, then. Whether this was intentional or not, it suggests some interesting results.
Well, now you're happy.
You're looking for something, yes? The Staff of Magnus. Well, even if you are trying to ruin my work, there's still something to be learned here. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years.
Sure.
Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed
This
to
guy
reveal
moves
to
around
us
more than anyone else.
sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course.
Oh, of
And
course.
yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game. Even if all you've said here is lies, I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine, trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you.
Okay, you can
I think we're done.
you can stay in your hole, rot here for a while, and I'll just go off and save Skyrim. Thank you very much, crazy old man, middle-aged man, crazy mad scientist. Mad scientist works better. All right, let's see. So let's see, that marks Labyrinthian, so we know where the Staff of Magnus is. Ironically, we have to... I do wonder... Okay, so if I could make my own mage mod... Oh, never mind. Someone else is interrupting me. All right.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
I was just thinking, like, why do I go back to the college right now? Now that I know it's in Labyrinthian, I should just go there, and then, boop, all right, mage, got it. I do think, though, if I was going to make my own, like, mage mod, because if he went to the Synod and told, like, the Emperor's personal mage army that you had the Eye of Magnus or something incredibly powerful, they should totally show up, like, a couple months later after all this guild stuff has resolved, and you're the Archmage, and they want your stuff. And it would be really interesting to have a little small quest mod added in that accounted for all that, you know? That would be creative, but that is beyond my coding ability at the moment. Let's see, does that take care of... Okay, it takes care of my food and drink. And actually, that's not a bad place to stop. Okay, that's the dead dragon. Okay, alright, that's the dragon that died earlier. Whew. Freaked me out for a sec. I was like, there's no dragon in this part of the mod. What's going on? Alright, actually this is a good place to stop, because once you step through there, bad things happen. So I think we will wrap up here for the evening. Actually, we can stop right here. This is a good photo op moment. Alright, thank you everyone for joining me on my Necromancer playthrough. We are only 9 levels away from diving into the Undeath playthrough. It is going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to see firsthand how you can become a Lich. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Please feel free to like the channel and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Momentary dyslexic. This is the third video I've done today, and I am tired. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, or day, or morning, whenever you happen to be viewing this video. Take care.